Hello students, in this presentation we will study the introduction of field effect transistor from chapter 4 field effect transistor from subject basic electronics 22225. The very first thing we will understand what is JFET. JFET full form is junction field effect transistor. We have already studied about BJT, bipolar junction transistor. So here JFET is also a transistor. It is a 3-terminal device with one terminal capable of controlling the current between the other two. It is a 3-terminal device. So name of the terminals are drain, source and gate. So we'll first check out the construction of JFET now. So how the JFETs are manufactured. So in JFET you have two types actually, N-channel JFET and P-channel JFET. So as in BJT, if you remember, it was NPN transistor and PNP transistor completely on how we use the semiconductors. Here also the semiconductors, N-type and P-type of semiconductors will be used. So here you can see the first picture image is of N-channel JFET. So N-channel substrate will be taken, and in the so here you can see N type of semiconductor is taken, and in that N type of semiconductor on two sides, lateral sides, a P type of semiconductor is diffused. So that becomes your N channel JFET. So we N channel because between these two P semiconductor, whatever space is there, that is called as channel, and a drain terminal is taken from the upper side and source terminal is taken from the downside, and from P type of semiconductors these two terminals are taken, that both are called as gate. So actually it is having 4 terminals, but 2 terminals are same, which is taken out from P, and that is gate, and they are connected together to form a single terminal, and therefore we can say that JFET is having 3 terminals: drain, gate and source. So this is the N channel. But if it is of P channel JFET, then P channel semiconductor is taken, and in that P channel semiconductor from on the lateral sides two N type of semiconductors are diffused, and the drain is taken from the upper side of P channel, and source is taken from the lower side of P channel, and where there are N channel, from there 2 terminals are taken out and they are called as gate, and they are connected together. So the symbol of the JFET is shown here, as well as you can see how it is connected. So N channel JFET. So this is N type of semiconductor with 2 P type of semiconductors on the lateral sides, and where there are P type of conductors, there 2 terminals are taken out and connected together to form gate. So therefore that is a single terminal, and the upper side there is drain, and lower side this is source, and this is a symbol of your N channel JFET. So arrow going inside. D stands for drain, G stands for gate, and S stands for source. And this is P channel JFET. You can see P type of semiconductor is taken, and on two lateral sides there is N channel semiconductor diffusion, and there from N channel from N type of semiconductors 2 gates are taken, 2 terminals are taken to form a single terminal called as gate, and in P channel only, in P type of semiconductor you have upper terminal drain and lower terminal source, and the symbol of the JFET is shown here for P channel. So the construction details are mentioned here. The N channel JFET of N channel JFET consists of a uniformly doped N type silicon semiconductor bar with ohmic contacts at both the ends, and P type semiconductor junctions made on either side of the bar. The top portion of the N channel is connected through the ohmic contact to a terminal called drain, while the lower end is connected to terminal referred to as source. The 2 P materials fabricated on two sides are connected together to form the third terminal called gate. The source terminal gets its name from the fact that the carriers, now why it is called as source, the carriers contributing to the current move out from external circuit into the semiconductor from this electrode. So here from source only the electrons will be moving towards drain. The carrier travel through the bulk of the semiconductors are subsequently collected at the drain electrode. The gate is so called because it controls the flow of charge through the bulk. So this is the symbol of JFET, N channel, P channel. Now this is the symbol of JFET shown along with the current. Now in JFET there will be only a single current, and that is called as drain current. Whereas if you remember BJT, there were three currents: emitter current, base current, collector current. But here only one current will be there, that will be flowing from drain to source. And at the same time, this is a conventional current direction, and current direction is always opposite to that of the electron direction. So electrons will be always moving from source to drain, and therefore the current direction is from drain to source. And the output voltage which will be developed will be across drain and source, and that is shown here. VDS is the output voltage, and the input voltage is VGS from gate to source. So this is most important in JFET. So now we will study about the JFET operating characteristic. As we have studied BJT, the operating characteristic we have studied of BJT, that is the input VI characteristic of BJT. So it was having input characteristic and a output characteristic. So here also JFET operating characteristic we are studying. So first we have to understand the JFET biasing. Biasing means to connect the voltage source to the JFET. The figure shows the normal biasing voltage for JFET, which I am going to show you now. So this is the biasing. So if you are taking field effect transistor, so drain, source and gate terminals, there are three terminals. So you need two power supplies. So one power supply is connected on drain, you can see positive, and one power supply is connected to gate. But you have to see gate is having negative polarity of the power supply connected, that is the voltage source, and positive is connected to source. So source is a common terminal here. The output voltage will be VDS, input voltage will be VGS developed across the JFET, and ID is the drain current and IG is the gate current. So drain voltage is positive, gate supply voltage. So you have to always reverse bias the gate. This is very important. The term field effect is related to the depletion layer around each P region. This we will see in details later on. This depletion layer exists because free electrons diffuse from N region to the P region. The recombination of free electrons and holes creates the depletion region. Now we will understand why JFET is more reliable than your BJT, because it is having very high input resistance. As you know, I have told you while biasing, the gate voltage, the gate to the gate is the input. Now here you are going to connect a power supply or voltage source, so that will be always reverse bias. So negative polarity of the voltage source will be connected to gate, and positive polarity of the voltage will be connected to source. So gate is always reverse bias, and because of that the gate current is approximately 0 since it is reverse bias. So minimum current flows through it, so that is approximate 0, which is equivalent to saying that JFET has and therefore we can say that it is having very high input resistance, because where there is very low current there will be high resistance. So the resistance will be in hundreds of mega ohms. This is the big advantage of JFET over bipolar junction transistor, and therefore JFETs are best in the applications where you need high input impedance. So this is the circuit diagram of JFET. When you connect the power supplies, voltage source, so you can see gate is reverse bias and drain is forward bias. So gate is connected to negative power supply and drain is connected to positive voltage. This voltage source is drain is known as VDD and gate voltage source is known as VGG. So this you will see in using the symbol of JFET, it will, you are going to draw like this. So your VDD positive terminal is connected to drain and negative terminal of VGG is connected to gate, and the source is common for input, gate and drain as well. Now we will understand the JFET operating characteristic in few cases. So when you connect power supply to JFET as shown in the figure, that is gate is reverse bias usually, and this VDD is connected, and the condition 1, case 1, when VGS is equal to 0 and VDS is equal to, that is VDD is also 0. So if both the input voltages are 0, VDD is 0 and VG is equal to 0, as you can see, whenever N type and P type are connected, there a depletion layer is formed. So that red color you can see that are the depletion regions, and you can see the depletion regions are symmetrical, and the space between these two depletion region is called as channel, and it is N channel now. So the depletion region formed are symmetrical. But what now the next case is, we are going to keep VGS to 0 only, and we are going to increase the VDD value. So if VDD, that is drain voltage, if you will increase to some positive voltage, from 0 to some positive voltage, then the depletion region will increase. Now increasing depletion region decreases the size of the N channel, and the N channel decreasing, therefore the current ID from source to drain to N channel is increasing. This is because VDS is increasing. This you will be able to understand from here. So here you can see gate voltage is still 0 and VDD is equal to some positive voltage if you have increased more than, then because of this VDD power supply, so you can see VDD power supply, the drain current ID starts flowing from drain, you can check, but the depletion layer you can see is increased and the channel is decreased. Now the condition when VGS is still 0, and if you again go on increasing VDS, that is VDD. So if you again increase the drain side power supply, then power supply value, then you can see the depletion layer. Just check, the depletion layer is increased so much that it touches each other at one point, and that point is called as pinch off, and that voltage, at the voltage at which it touches, their depletion layer touches each other, is called as pinch off voltage, and pinch off voltage is represented here. You can see Vp by Vp, that is the pinch off voltage. And when this occurs, after this the drain current will never increase, it will remain as the same, it will not go on increasing. So I hope you have understood ki if VGS is 0, you are keeping the input voltage 0, and the output voltages, if you go on increasing, then the depletion layer, how it is increasing, you can see. Now we will see the case when we increase the gate voltage also and the drain voltage also. Now here you can see case 2, when the gate voltage is applied here. Now here it is not 0. Here gate voltage is applied and the output VDD is also applied. So both the voltages you are going to apply. Gate is always reverse bias. So drain current will start flowing, and check the depletion layer here. So what you can see is VGS, as VGS become more negative, depletion region increases. The more negative VGS, the resulting ID, drain current, is reduced, and eventually VGS is equal to Vp. Vp is the pinch off voltage at which the depletion layer touches, depletion region touches, and drain current becomes 0 and the device is turned off. This is very important. So here you have to understand. So as you go on increasing VDD, the depletion layers will touch each other, and at that time the current will be 0 and device is off. So I hope you have understood the working of JFET. Now the different terms related with JFET. So we have studied the term VP. It is called the pinch off voltage. It is the voltage at which the depletion layer touches each other. The maximum voltage VDS is the breakdown voltage. Between pinch off and the breakdown, the JFET acts like a current source and approximately IDSS when VG is equal to 0. IDSS stands for current drain current to source with a shorted gate. That means when gate is 0. This we have studied when gate voltage is 0 and we was applying only VDD voltage. So IDSS is the maximum drain current a JFET can produce. After this, more current won't be there. This is the maximum current. The data sheet of any JFET leaves the value of IDSS. This is one of the most important JFET quantities and you should always look for it because it is the upper limit on the JFET current. So this is all about the introduction of JFET and its operating characteristic, that is biasing of JFET. Thank you.